Hi folks, this is much larger than normal. This is a 18 by 12, or just a bit over. I can just about get it on my box easel here. I've taped it, reverse taped it to a bit of plywood so that I can pin or clip my palette to, so you should be able to see that. It's the best I can do. I could lay it down a little bit flatter, but I will. It might be a bit more square. Trouble is, I'm always in fear of the thing collapsing with a bang. Right, I've given this MDF, 3mm MDF, a good coat of white titanium gesso, mixed with some burnt umber, acrylic burnt umber, to give it a stain. And I've gone over, when I dried it, and I've gone over it with a coat of PVA glue. So that shouldn't let anything through. If it does, you can always varnish, put a bit of retouch varnish on to seal further. But I think we should learn to prime these boards so that you don't get any dull patches because the paint has soaked into the wood or the wood dust. Right, okay. Right, now I did this one yesterday, as you know, if you've watched it. Whoops, I can't get it straight. Oh, there we are. I did it with mostly with that brush, and I love doing it. It was a small one, and it's doing very well on my Facebook page. It's had about 50 likes and loves, which is good. But I'm trying to find a new way of painting that is me. I don't really like copying. You see things on the TV painting program, or even the Antiques Roadshow, where you think, "God, I'd love to paint like that." And we've got a channel or page on Facebook called British Impressionists Society, British Impressionists, to distinguish it with Constable and Turner and later Impressionists. And you think, "Oh, I'd love to paint like that." So what I've done, I've just dug this brush out. It's an inch Pro Art Sterling. I've cleaned it. It wasn't very. I hadn't got all the oil paint out over the years. It's been like this for years. So what I did, I squeezed a bit of dishwasher washing up liquid on it, gave it a good fiddle around, and then while it was all soapy, I got a nylon's nail brush and I went through the bristles to separate all the ones that were gummed up. So I've still got a couple there that haven't come out. It's a good quality brush, it's nylon, but it's a Sterling, Pro Art Sterling acrylics by Pro Art, long flat. I'll get that out later when I clean the brush. I hope it's going to do the job. Right, let's have a bit of a design. I like doing a bit of a design. Then we'll know it's mine and not anybody else's. I've got my stock house, so let's just draw it. To one side, just keep away from the middle with your focal points. You know, the third in, third up, or third down. Round about that, you don't have to be exact, but it's better to start. And let's just put my usual house. And we can put that there. Well, let's come further out. Okay, so put some bit of door, and then we'll have a bit of a landscape, and we'll put some trees in. Lovely pen this. It's It's only a cheap permanent marker. But I wanted, I'll put a bit of a river in. I like rivers. Or streams anyway. Okay, that'll do. Bit of a yeah, that's all we need. But I'm going to try to do it in a flat style. I'll have to use smaller flats or a smaller flat brush. If I can find it. Got one here. Nice small flat and a half-inch flat or centimetre flat. So that'll do. Okay, so sky. Well, let's have a. I don't want a too dramatic sky, but let's just start. I've got my palette. There's cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna, Payne's grey, cadmium yellow, pale, and yellow ochre. And I've mixed some Griffin alkyd-based titanium white with the ordinary Winton titanium white. They are, apart from the Griffin, these 6 are student quality. So let's get a bit of dark, eh? Go with a bit of dark. Now we're painting quite large here, so there's a painter on the British Impressionist Society called William Morris. He paints like Turner. He's a fantastic artist. I put one of mine. I put the one I just showed you, the one I did yesterday. I put that on the Impressionist. Certainly Impressionist, but it's not in the same league as Morrison's. Let's get some splash it about a bit. Just cover the board. I like painting on MDF, mainly because it's easier to store flat than thick canvases. So I haven't painted on canvas for 20 years. There's a bit of burnt sienna in that sky. Now then we can counter change with the light against that. A bit there. Clean the brush. I only use a towel. Don't dip it in any white spirit or brush cleaner because it's very toxic. Doesn't do you any good. Just get it all out. Right, now let's put in a bit of blue, light blue. Oops, sorry, I jogged it. No, you're right. Don't aim for any finish. Painting a little bit and getting on to the next. Work all over it. Go around there. We're going to highlight that with some nice trees. Alright, now we want some more dark. So get into the Payne's grey, ultramarine, and go in there. Get in with that red. Some movement. Could be a Norfolk sky. The Payne's grey and ultramarine are great mixes. Might have to put a bit of red out. See, we've got a sky coming. Be patient. Let's tip out some more oil. Oh. Clean the brush. I keep meaning to go and buy some more brushes because I know what I want. Some a bit burnt sienna in that sky. Let's have a bit of red. I don't want too much white around that house because I don't want to thin the paint out too much either. Now if you want the light to shine, you've got to put it against dark. Right, now let's go back and get that dark in. Blue and the Payne's grey. I'm not paying much attention to realism. I want to create a mood, an effect, sort of semi-abstract. Right, let's get get some direction in that. Bit of red with that. Don't want to overdo it. I don't want to destroy that nice shape. I don't really want to split a cloud there, or light cloud and light cloud there, so I want to break it up a bit. Those colours. Some of the great paintings are not over realistic. Saw one on Antiques Roadshow. I think it was a repeat. It was on yesterday or yesteryear, whatever it's called, on Freeview. And I know the roadshow goes all over the world in different forms. But there was one by, and I don't know his name, but by an American artist who painted very blockily. He came from Cape Cod on the east coast of America. Oh, let's just get Bit of a stormy colour there. Don't like that. Right, I'm going to put in a bit of a background now behind on here, just give a sort of a flattish keep the brush marks sort of similar, although I'm going to cover a lot of that up. Okay, now we want some trees in over there. Let's. I'll paint around the house. Paint that last, I think. But let's. We'll put in a bit of reflection on the river stream. Okay, probably need a bit of that reflected light in there and some of that in there. That's okay. Right, now my greens: red, yellow, blue. Just mixing some colours up, not paying too much attention to say realism. Get dark, a bit dark, use a bit of Payne's grey. Okay, now we get some on the other side to put some more paint out. just keeping the square brush marks. I need some more paint. Can you see that? No, I'll move it. That's my favourite way of making greens, it's just clean. Just use a knife just to move my colours. Okay, so red, yellow, blue, 3 primaries make a terrific range of greens. Oh, this more paint's great. Well, what I'm trying to do is create art rather than a thing, a recognisable thing. It's very hard to get away from a traditional way of painting, blending and all that sort of stuff, but into leaving the paint alone where it is, don't fiddle around with it too much. Using quite a bit of black here. Right, okay, well that's quite striking. Right, let's do that to house. Right, so a nice white building with a bit of muck in it. Bit of ochre. Sorry if my head's in the way. Right, let's have a bit of a let's have a red roof on there. Or yeah, red. Why not? See, that'll show up against the green. Oh, let's get a little bit of a chimneys, just we've got another stack in there. Red. So that red counter changes against the green. Alright, let's get a bit of a door. I need to give a colour there. So we want a grey, warm grey for here. Because that's in the shadow, isn't it? Okay, well I think that's okay. Let's do a bit somewhere else now. Alright, okay, let's get in a bit of sky colour. Right, got some dark in there. River going around the corner there. Get some more dark in here. Right, don't fiddle. Now we've got all this field here, so we'll put in a bit of a brighter tree in here somewhere. So a bit of red. Well, we'll justify that in a minute. Probably put a bit of dark behind. Then we should get a bit of a good counter change there. Now I can hear the purists wailing at the moment in my ears as we proceed with this semi-abstract impressionist painting. Well, let's get some bit of grassy stuff. Right, okay, we'll come back to that. So, Payne's grey, cad yellow. Very simple way of making a green, dark green. Right, messy business, look at this. That's my cloth. People drop toweling into my house when I put the call out on Facebook or WhatsApp. Getting a bit short of toweling, and they turn up. Right, let's get something done over here now. Just mix all those yellows. A bit warm. Right, get the greens back. We want the sides sort of more or less the same. Right, more Payne's grey. I've got a frame to stick this in. Let's get some warms in there. Right, and then we've got to do something with that water. Let's just outline that bank. Right, now we'll put some of that reflection of that sky in. Oops, picked up some burnt sienna on there. Good fun, isn't that? Right, well that paint's grey and the ultramarine. Right. Reflections. Just drag down. Just highlight that bank with a bit of dark. Bit of warm. Right, I'll put that in a bit of frame, I think. So a bit of shadow in there though, with those colours. A sort of a warm mauve. Well, I'm not sure, let's get that reflection going a bit better. Right, I don't want to ruin it, if it's worth ruining. Take that off. Gosh, 20 to 12. That's the day gone. Rugby this afternoon, folks. 2 games, followed by a game of football. Put it in the frame. Perfect fit. Right, just put a few pins in to hold it when it's falling out. One. Two. Three. 4. Oops, oh dear. Let's let's make that a bit more. So let's the oil dish has fallen on the rug, but it doesn't matter because clean all this off. Right, anything I want to adjust there? Can see a bit of that yellowy white. Just alright, I'm not going to do any more than that. It's colourful. Let me know what you think, guys. It's I've got this river in. I'll put some reflections in. Yep, I'll let that go. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll upload it and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.